Gophers as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. And the Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this way. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Back to pass, it's Morris. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
Minnesota 7, North Texas 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to pass. Get him some heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. He's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on first down from the 28. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Buys a little time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown! Golden Gophers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sheffield. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Feeling some heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Morris. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I don't know how to explain that. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half? And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Morris. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's looking on the right side. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Minnesota 22, North Texas 8.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Handoff from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield. At the 35, he's open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. North Texas in the hurry-up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Texas.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They go to the ground, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Grosmer. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They want to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. Oh, what a move! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
4 verticals was one of my favorite routes to throw as a quarterback because it works against man coverage and it works against almost any type of zone coverage the defense throws up at you. Great job of execution there by the offense.
Off play action on first down. Floating away. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys for the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds us back in the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Running toward the tape. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked him right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 22. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll throw it on first down. Going deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Minnesota 29. North Texas 22.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is
going to take a shot. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get enough.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away.
North Texas 22.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Pressure coming.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. Looking to take a shot. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. But you gave him a little bit of hope.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Looking to buy time. Hey, that's a live ball. And the fumble goes out of bounds. Actually picked up yardage on the play.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
On the move and looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. This quarterback part of their running game. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The give is to Taylor. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Brings up second down.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.